I'm Chef Carrie, and today I'm going to show you how to make my sesame avocado dressing. The first thing you're going to need is a tangerine and a lemon, and you're just going to juice them into a bowl. This juicer is really good because it holds the seeds so that they don't go into your dressing. So I'm going to juice those. And this recipe is dairy-free, it's gluten-free, and it's raw. If you use agave instead of honey, it's also vegan. So that's another option as well. I don't mind having honey every once in a while as a treat, but it adds a really good flavor too. So once you have those juiced in there, you can set that aside. The next thing we're going to do is add half a teaspoon of sesame oil. Followed by a teaspoon of rice vinegar. There's a lot of ingredients in this, but it makes a really good sauce. As soon as you're done preparing it, it's ready to serve. The next thing you're going to do is 1.5 teaspoons of Bragg's liquid aminos. These have a lot of flavor. They're good for a lot of different recipes. It's also a great substitute for soy sauce. It's gluten-free. Add that. Okay, 1 teaspoon of tamari, which is a gluten-free soy sauce. Followed by a teaspoon of Bragg's olive oil. They definitely have the best olive oil on the market. It has a lot of flavor. I'm using 2 teaspoons of local honey. I'm gonna rinse this out. Put it in there. Okay. And this is what sweetens it up because it has a lot of vinegar in it, which is really good for your digestive juices. It definitely stimulates your digestion. Okay. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. You can use real garlic if you want. I'm just going to use garlic powder in this case. And a teaspoon of minced ginger. Again, I'm going to rinse out the spoon so you're not contaminating everything. Perfect. Okay, half a teaspoon of onion powder. You can also use fresh onion on this, but it always makes me cry, so I try and avoid it whenever I can. Shallots are also another good option. I'm going to use a 1 teaspoon of wasabi powder. This adds a really good flavor to it. A little bit of a kick as well. So you can leave it out if you're not into spicy foods, but it's definitely one of the key ingredients to this recipe. So I'm going to add that in. I'm going to use a dash of kelp granules. Again, these are a great source of trace minerals, and they add a really good flavor to any recipe. A pinch of cayenne pepper. Again, this is optional depending on how much spice you like an ingredient or in recipes. I'm going to start mixing this up. And the very last thing you're going to add is half of an avocado and the sesame seeds. So I like to use both black and white sesame seeds. However, you can use whatever you have available to you. I just think that adds a nice color to the recipe. So we're going to add the avocado in there. And then use about a tablespoon of sesame seeds. So I do about 1.5 teaspoons of both the black and the white sesame seeds. And then you're just going to mix it all up and mash in the avocado into the sauce. You can use a food processor, but I feel like it takes away from the flavor. When you hand mix this recipe in particular, it really incorporates the avocado and the sesame seeds without diminishing the flavor. So I'm going to mix it in. It does take a minute, but for the recipe, you can go to my website at chefcarrie.com. And thank you for watching.